Hallo, das ist Miss Jäger, and welcome to another episode of the World of Tanks. It's still winter here, so not sure if that's bad luck or anything, but I'm supposing something will come out of it. Anyway, so it's been a while since I've made any World of Tank videos. Hope you've enjoyed my Chosakabe series. I do have new stuff on the way, but I just thought I'd quickly release this latest update. Now, you may be wondering why the title of 90mm worth of gun is on the screen. Well, around there. It's because, in recent times, I have kind of done a sin, but at the same time redeemed myself. I bought this. Now, before you shoot me, I still hate the French. Their tanks before this were absolutely atrocious. However, there are some meritable things. Even in the shit, there is a golden gem. And this is one of the few golden nuggets of the French tech tree. Obviously, France is built out of shit, and oh god, who took a dump because this is all terrible. But there are a few tanks which do have some meritable status. The ELC is one of them. Let's show you the tech tree. The ELC comes with a pretty standard, it's a tier 5 scout vehicle, has a 75mm, absolutely crap on accuracy. Let's go out the thing. Let's have a look, see. Yeah, so this gun here, this is the first gun you get. Absolutely terrible, accuracy-wise. That's just phone. Average penetration, absolutely horrible for the standard shell. The special shell, not bad, but horrible for the HE shot. Accuracy is, you know, it's not too bad, but with this tank, it's very much, it's just not going to cut it. So unfortunately, this tank suffers quite badly. You can upgrade to that. I'll just go upgrade and show you. This is the next one, which is much better. It has much better penetration. The damage is increased. I think. Let's just do a comparison on. No, not that one. That one. Yeah. So you can see the average damage penetration. You got better penetration there. Oh no, the damage is the same. Right. Okay. Sorry, I thought that was the damage. So yes, the 75mm long gun there isn't too bad. I wouldn't recommend it though to rely upon. Now, this is the gun that I have got towards, and relatively it's quite cheap to make. Well, like quite cheap to get. So if I'm trying to see if I can find it, see how much it costs research points wise. There you go. So about 3,000 research points, near 4,000, and 61,000 credits. Now, you know, fair enough. You know, it still suffers from problems of accuracy, and it takes a very long time to aim and reload, but it's a very effective scout/TD. Now, I don't like scouting. I've told you in the past I don't like scouting. I never did want to scout, and I don't actually scout at all. In fact, I probably will never scout. But with this tank, this actually means I have a 90mm worth of gun, so hence the episode name, but also it works very effectively against higher tier tanks. I haven't got too many kills with this, so the service record isn't so high. Unfortunately, yes, my survivability rate is terrible. You can only have 400 hit points, so this means that you're the lightest armored tank ever, just 14 hit point, 14 on hull armor. So 400 hit points, terrible. But it does make it up for the speed. Now that may not look like much, but I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but what this generally means is you get to roughly 40 miles per hour. Now that's really fast for a tank, especially one with a 90mm worth of gun. So, and its view range and signal range is very good for its tier. So this tank is very effective. In fact, people may mock it, but I mean, I used to mock it, and I, you know, never was killed by it. But when I realised this thing has a 90mm gun on the top, I very much started to pay attention to this thing, because now anything in the tier 5s, I mean, when I was playing through as the German tanks, where's my, I don't think I have any tier 5s, but let's just go for a German tech tree. Tier 5. Okay, so the tier 5, I had this. Now this tank, let's have a look at the details. This tank has less hit points. It has, okay, better hull armor and side armor. Better hull armor. But the gun, only 75mm. In fact, it's got a terrible accuracy. Yes, you can penetrate it, but in most cases, you were fast, but you just didn't stand a chance if you wanted to go for anyone. So being a tier 5 German, in a sense of superiority, this tank beats it because it's got faster speed, better guns. Admittedly, its slow rate of fire does hamper it quite significantly, but I'm definitely going to install a couple of modules. And if you look at this, really cheap modules. Yes, the gun ram is 200,000 credits, but get crew ventilation crafts. It's also got 2 crew members, so the commander does virtually everything and the driver just drives. So, and I had to give him 100% on. So, you know, this tank, as much as you can mock it for its A, being French, and B, having very small, thin armor, I still respect this tank. I respect this tank quite a bit because it works. I mean, you know, we're definitely gonna have a game in it, but you know, just wanted to say my opinion. You know, radio, okay, it's meant to be a scout, but I'm using it for TD purposes, and so far it's not, you know, it's not doing too bad. I've still yet to work with the tactics, but apart from that, it's looking pretty good. In fact, let's go on to a game now. I'm probably going to die, but okay, that's not too bad. I mean, if you look at the tiers, that's not too bad. See, okay, so now that we're in game, good, the frame rate, internet speed's better. Okay, so now that we're in game, let's just show off the thing. So, yes, this tank is relatively, you know, it's quite an effective tank. I like it. But yeah, so I'm not an expert driving at these things. Yes, this thing is meant for, you know, finding enemy opponents, and yes, it's got the 90mm worth of gun to scare off larger opponents, but the handiness of this tank is it's very low silhouette, so unless I stick my gun up like that half the time, we're not likely to have to worry too much about being hit over cover. Unfortunately, with its size comes disadvantages. Yes, you'll have to deal with problems such as the size of the thing, and I suppose one of the major cruxes of the entire tank is the fact that its gun does take a very long time to aim. So we're probably not going to be able to... Ah! Oh. Okay, so this guy's aiming right in the perfect spot. Ooh, taking hits, taking hits. Ah, okay, that was a bit of a bad cock-up on my part. 5, 2... Yeah, we do not want this gun having to spend more time. So yeah, unfortunately taking 2 hits from there, should have paid a bit more attention to the environment and not towards my thing. So this guy's probably trying to have he's going to have a crack at me. But here we go, low silhouette. This guy's going to have to back out, and there he goes, gets killed by the KV-1S. So, oh dear, there's another one, VK as well, and artillery, jeez. Nobody likes me. So, one of the things I will say, the downsides of this tank... Whoa, I'm backing out. I've got to go forwards. One of the downsides of this tank... Oh god, I'm about to drown. One of the downsides of this tank...
Let them taste fear. Hammer them.
Is the fact that if you slow down for a few seconds, you will likely die. Its traversity, unfortunately, means that I'm probably going to die in about a few seconds now. But... let me live. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, hello. It's A20 gonna try and... There he is, he spotted me. Back out, back out. So the A20 is gonna try and have a shot at me, but no, he gets shot. And there's the Panzer 38 NA. So, you know, this gun does take its time to reload, but once you've got it, it's very, very nice design. So back out. He's probably spotted me. I mean, this is, you know, I mean, I admit, for some hardcore players out there, they probably won't like the fact that my tank isn't designed for hard-scale engagements like scouting or something, scouting engagements. But for what I personally want to get out of this tank, it works really effectively. I'm thinking about sneaking up and peppering that guy. I don't know whether he'll be alive long enough. There's an IS back there, so I think I'm going to try and take a crackhead shot at, try and see, because he's currently distracted, not looking. There we go. Now let's try and see if we can hack at that grill. That, or we get blown up in the process by that A20, either way. So, there you go. That's the kind of tactic I'm going to be applying to this thing. Fast, quick, and effective. And as long as you can make sure that your target doesn't get... actually, no, let's try and change that and scare off the people. So my tank relies on speed. So as you can see, I'm going up hills. It works really, it's very fast. You don't have to worry about taking too long up hills. Admittedly, turning is an issue. I wouldn't say it wouldn't be anything other. The tracks are quite sensitive. That's quite a cool jump. Quite sensitive to the hills, so obviously with all the speed that you've got, you have to be very cautious about where you go and how you do it. It's an A20 there. Can I crack off a shot? Nope, wasted shot. Now what we can hope to do is knock out that IS or do some significant damage, because 90mm worth of gun may actually do some quite nasty damage to the IS. Now the AMX guy behind me is going to take a much riskier shot. I am going to go for that, and bang! Look at the damage on that guy. He's just taken a nasty hit from the AMX. The IS isn't doing anything. He should. The AMX and I probably will be able to do some very effective damage, and I think I might just vulture the kill. Yes! We did it! Virtually got there, so he's probably going to feel very gutted, because an AMX is something which he should have paid attention to. And I think this match actually may prove my point, which is amazing, because I was totally thinking I was going to die a very painful and miserable death. Ah, the Su-8. Unfortunately, the Su-8 did just take down our tank, but can I just crack a shot? Yeah, that's a lot of damage in that shot. Unfortunately, taking a long time to reload, but fingers crossed we can find someone. The Tiger is just about to take him out, so if the Tiger moves up and scares the artillery, he's probably going to spot the artillery and kill him off. But yep, Tiger's just got him. So there you go. This is the point proven that the AMX is a good tank. I mean, some people may have already known this. Maybe you more experienced players out there. Oh, I see. So allies shot me. Not very good. But anyway, so let's say I was Mastery Badge First Class. I had earned the most experience in a battle. Quite like that. So if I was with Premium, I would have got more. Darn. But I don't care. I'm not going to go on from this one. So I'm very proud with that. I'm very happy with that. I was quite heavily damaged by other tanks, but personal score, I buggered up that guy's tank. So I did some quite significant damage. I blew up the Panzer 30 NA, but also, albeit vultured at the last moment, I did still inflict some heavy damage onto that. Damaged the Panzer 38 NA. Su-8 did some quite nasty damage. So, this is a very effective tank, and I love it. And for what tactics I'm going to be using, just as long as I know how to play as the Sturg tank, which, okay, probably not the best of examples, but what can you do when he's got something. Don't. You finally can do something. Now you're going to barracks. I think repairs probably might be a good idea. Actually, I don't know. What's this one? I think I might just put repairs on, just so. Bob. Anyway, so as long as I can prepare the tank for the, if I can act like a TD, which in a sense this is just a TD. It's actually a much smaller TD, but ammunition storage, of course, is an issue. But it's no different to the German Hetzer 4, or the Hetzer. It's not too many shells difference. And I've got an APCR just in case I might meet any heavy tanks, but the likelihood is I'm probably going to bump into some tier 8s maybe, and some probably meet some other tier tanks, but roughly that's just very good tank. I quite enjoy it. I'm just going to get the ventilation crew skills. It's going to cost me a lot, but I'll have 5,000, and there you go. So now my reload skill may be a little better. I'm going to try and improve my commander's view range, and then once he's hit the 100% on that one, I might try and get 6th sense. Maybe I should have gone with 6th sense beforehand, but if this radio operator, I don't know. I might try and do something like that. But either way, if I can do that, and then maybe when my driver hits 100%, he can perhaps do instead of repair, brothers in arms, because the likelihood is if you're damaged here and you lose a track, you're not likely to survive you're probably going to die quite soon afterwards. So I think it would be a good idea to not worry about having any repair skills for this thing, because if you get damaged, it's either the last blow or if you're very lucky, you don't have to worry about getting out. I have a habit of using my repair kits to fix my tracks, but in that case, you know, with ammunition stowage, probably a better idea to keep it safe. But still, you know, repairing wise, the likelihood of my having to deal with smaller tanks, not so much. Anyway, on to other news. You can now see that my Cromwell has been upgraded. It's got the latest gun, a tier 6 Vickers HM, you know, 15 rounds a minute, plus gun rammer and that. I don't exactly know how many shots I put out a minute. I probably need to check it. But roughly, I can fire a shot every 2 or 3 seconds, so it's bang, 1, 2, 3, bang, 1, 2, 3, bang, 1, 2, 3, and so on. The damage, not so much, not so great. Obviously, better. I've got some APCR shells. This is not, as I said, this is the Cruiserweight. This is fighting the Crusader for the Cruiserweight Championship, because it is very, very good at pissing off tanks. You can't, I mean, I can get a vulture kill, and maybe if I constantly throw shells at an enemy tank of my tier, or maybe even tier 7, I can do a fair amount of damage, but unfortunately, she is not going to be one of the tanks that everyone fears. I mean, yes, she's a very strong tank, but she's not the best tank. Her flat armor still makes it very difficult for me to operate quickly. I mean, I can move fast, yes, but to take damage and go on, just forget about that tactic. You gotta act like a Crusader and get the hell out of dodge if you're being spotted by heavier and heavier tanks. Let's go into battle actually and just play through. We're probably going to be quite highly tiered if we're lucky, but if not, then okay, I shouldn't say anything. Okay, see. Okay, so that'll teach me to say anything. Well, oh no. Oh, we are so dead. That guy's got a medium 1. Oh. Yeah, well, that's the first tank you get. I think it's on the... I think that's the first British tank, and then afterwards you have your own selected thing. So, yeah, he's not going to last long. That, or he won't do anything helpful. Oh, boy. So anyway, as I was saying, the Cromwell is not a tank which probably in this game people would expect me to scout, but I'm more going to just hang back, let the heavies go out. Thankfully this is not an encounter battle, so I'm just going to let the big boys go out. I'm going to patrol, see which area looks like the best kind of place to make a push, and then see if we can push through on that front. However, at the same time, you've got to be careful, because obviously this tank having such a light and very poor armor means I will very rarely get a ricochet, and all the heavies are now starting to camp on the hillside. So yeah, finally someone notices the very tiny medium 1, but unfortunately that's just going to be the case. So further on, but yeah, for the speed wise, this is a very fast tank, as you can tell. Maneuverability is incredible. Can't tell you how handy it is. In previous matches, when I was helping out one of my friends, and here we go. Turret traverse, absolutely fantastic. Really can bring to bear, not like the Tiger where I have to turn my tank if I want to go quickly, which also puts my tank at risk. So with this tank, this turret, it works so much more effectively. I'm not sure, I can't remember the view range at the moment, but I'm definitely certain it's not a bad view range. It's not like a terrible view range. Oh, and the Comet as well. That's the tank that I get afterwards. I am going to try and push towards getting the Centurion. It's going to be quite a while, unfortunately, from where I am at tier 6. I think it's like 83,000. Oh, that Comet just got shot and... Oh, get a fire extinguisher. Just saved himself there. I'm going to let the Panther go first, because it's, first of all, a tier 7. So it will have A, higher health, and B, a somewhat better gun than mine. It also has better armor, so I suppose I've just broken my own rule again. And there's the Tiger. Got a couple of Tiger Ps. I'm more concerned about the IS and the KV-1Ss at the moment. I mean, yes, their armor is quite poor at points. Ah, crap. Maybe I should back up towards where the Panther is. Okay, so we've got T-25 and T-25-2. Oh, he's angled his armor. Oh, that's pretty good damage, actually. KV-1S. That guy doesn't have the 122. So I'm not going to try and risk the tank, though. So it's going to probably be a standstill match for a while. We've got the backside covered rather well, and I'm hoping the artillery can start to hammer in a bit more. But, oh, medium 1's died. What a surprise. Tiger tank's taking some nasty hits. So yeah, that's pretty good. By the way, good piece of advice for Cromwell players or new Cromwell players. Once you start getting this gun, I would advise you watch your ammunition countage, because you'll find yourself easily pasting at least almost 10 rounds. I did it once where I've pasted so many rounds into a target just trying to get any kind of penetration and damage that I ended up running low on ammunition, and then I had to really take my time and really be careful with my shots. And unfortunately, that's, you know, I mean, that was me. Admittedly, you could call that a noob tactic, but of course when there's loads of heavy tanks around you, you'll quickly find yourself spamming the shots just to try and avoid getting killed. Still can't now. I might just stay back up here with the Panther. Seems the most logical decision. If we can push them out, I might just reverse and back up a bit. The T-29 and the T-43 I don't think will push the enemy tanks out. There's too many tanks there to count. But I might just try and see if there's anything I can perhaps scout for. Looks like our Panther tank friend is coming down. I might try and go and help the T-29, but I doubt I will be of much help. So, I mean, we're pushing them up the hill, and if our artillery is doing its job, it should be doing some damage, but the Tiger P and the Tiger, and plus the KV-1S, despite having not the 122 gun, does have an 85mm gun, and it can still do quite a lot of damage. So one of the traits of the Cromwell can go up hills slightly faster than most tanks, so it would make sense for the tank to fit in the scouting region, but its armour would not suggest. But you know, it's not a heavy slugger tank. Try and use my allied tank to. Oh, KV-1S spotted me. Okay, so unfortunately most of our team aren't really helping us with the push. We have just knocked out one of their IS Wolverines, and a Tiger has been spotted. I'm going to try and flank and provide some cover fire. I'm going to wait to see until that Tiger is in place. Fire a shot off. No, the Comet is trying to make a push. Can I get a shot in? Oh, no, nearly. Oh, no. And he's gone. Panther took it. Oh, no, T-43. So, I think that's the most I'm going to push. All 4 tanks are discoverable, and I'm hoping our artillery is doing it, because it's got a perfect opportunity. Just let our artillery. The enemy team is pushing up on the right, but there is 4 very powerful tanks, and if I can, I might try and push. We actually haven't got any other. The enemy doesn't have any TDs, which is a rarity in this match. Oh, they had 1 TD, but that's about it. Oh, there's their T-29. Try and pop a shot in his rear turret. And fire.
His armor is like paper.
Shooting the Capolia. Tiger P trying to go aim through. Try and aim as many shots down into his ammunition rack as possible.
Like toys.
Okay, got him in his Capolia. Humble's just knocked out a thing, and I think our artillery is now starting to pay attention. Whoa! Back up! I think I got backup, so I might try and... Ah! Oh, that was the Tiger as well. Ah, well, there you go. That wasn't too bad, though. I think I did pretty well. Unfortunately, I got peppered by the Tiger, so regretfully now, that's about it for us on that one. But, you know, it just goes to show the tactics of the Cromwell, it does work given the right circumstances. So, you know, being lowly tiered, I didn't really expect too much of a survival rate there. But, it just goes to show. Update with the Tiger now. Very, very good tank. We're working through a second set of tiers, or perks. I'm getting quite high with the personal file. I'm going to be getting the Eagle Eye. So when I'm fighting in the tank, I can actually aim to see just to make sure, so if I can actually take the punch. Also, I'm putting the Brothers in Arms. So once I've got that, I should be able to have my gunner will be able to improve the skills of everyone else. So the loader, I've given the loader camouflage because as much as I know this tank is a massive tank, if you can get any kind of camouflage on this tank, it's well worth the job. Yeah, so let's have a battle with the German tank. I'm probably going to be kind of low tiered or See, oh, it's not too bad. I'll see you in game. Okay, back up. Let the big boys go through. Okay, I'm a big boy too, but okay, this guy does not have the powerful gun, which means he's either just got the turret, because I think you just must have just got the turret, or he prefers to have something different. Either way, yeah. So unfortunately, we got a lot of targets for the artillery. They have 3 artillery. We have 3 artillery. 1 tier 4. Oh, we got an SE5. Ah, crap. I mean, I recently watched a video on SPGs for tiers 4 and 5, and the results came in that this the SU series, apparently from tier 4 to tier 5, was the worst. So regretfully, we're probably going to have to deal with that. But I suppose as long as we can get a couple more kills than they can, there is... Okay, so we just got the T-21, that's good, but all their heavies are now starting to pump onto the front line, so this is going to definitely become an interesting one. IS just took a nasty hit, assuming it's the one with the big gun that did that, yep. I'm just going to... Oh, it's a KV-1S. Right, okay. Oh, Jagdpanzer's making a move. I'm surprised he actually didn't go for me. Try and get back up a bit. So I'm just going to back up now, because all the guys are now starting to fall back. We've got T-29, we've got Tiger, so we're all trying to hold the village now. Generally, whoever holds that village in the middle, around there, I'm not saying they win the game, but it does hold quite a large advantage. And that guy's... Okay, Jagdpanzer just took a hit, and we've knocked out 3 enemy tanks. So far suffering no casualties. I'm quite happy about that. We're pushing up, but there's their highest tiered tank. Their artillery has for some reason decided to go there. No damage and penetration there. We've got an American tank coming up. I'm going to back out a bit. Okay, Tiger tanks knocked out. 5 down and no kills. None of our teammates have got killed. That is very good. So this is looking to be quite a good match. We're doing quite effectively, in fact. Much more effectively than I thought, given the artillery. I'm not saying whoever has the better artillery has the better game, but generally speaking, it's often weird that I've just had some matches where someone didn't have as good artillery, and it just totally changed it. I suppose it only happened to me once or twice, but fair enough. Okay, so the Tiger's just taken a nasty fire hit. Going to move in, pop, and the IS is on fire, which is really good. I'm just going to overly commit. Can I get the kill? Yes! Got the Tiger. I'm going to keep in the open now that the T-29 is running for dodge. Yes! Got him in the back of the turret. Oh, I think I must have knackered his ammunition. He's not looking at me. Bop. Another one down. And oh, that was absolutely devastating. Very efficient gameplay. We have dominated this match. Damn. That is a very effective. The M6 is still alive, so let's not bugger about here. But oh, there's the M6. Oh, there's the IS. Oh shit. Can I? Right, the IS has just got ripped apart. The American tank is not paying attention to any of us. This guy is definitely going to die in like milliseconds, and he's gone. Oh, we've just lost 1 tank. Absolutely sad though. I mean, and we've lost another one. The M6 somehow, I think he got a fire shot and knocked us out. T-50 Type 2 is engaging the KV-1S, but the artillery finishes him off, therefore by having one of the best tank matches I've ever had. Great game, you guys. Oh, I couldn't say it, but very good game. I mean, that was bloody good. That was bloody good. That is very surprising. But yeah, it just goes to show we've had a very good match in that one. This has been a very good episode. I'm quite happy with this. Definitely going to keep this one. Well, there you go. Slowly but surely, I'm getting better at the Tiger. It's always good to take some cover. A bit of luck came into that match because the Jagdpanzer could have totally buggered my tank up, and the IS could have started aiming at me. I think he may have just fired his shot, but he could have done something. The M6 as well, he didn't pay attention to me, so yeah, there you go, good tactics. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, please feel free to subscribe. It'd be amazing if you do. Thank you very much if you do. Also, please like it as well, rate it. Definitely going to give it a go. I am just going to release some new content. Like I got a couple of new games to show you. Whether or not I will continue with showing them after I have, it depends on how popular they become. But at the same time, I hope you guys enjoy them as much as that. And I've also got plans for a new Shogun series. Not the Sengoku Jai, or the Shogun 2, but the Fall of the Samurai period. I did say I was going to probably use Darth Mod, and I may yet use Darth Mod, but we'll just see what makes it more interesting. Anyway, without further ado, this is Crap Hunter signing out. Much thanks.